Okay. We've talked about volume in the past, briefly. We are now going to spend some time on finding volume. Okay? So we're going to use centimeter cubes to build different rectangular prisms. We're going to complete the fourth and fifth columns of the table below for each prism. So we have prism A. We have a length of 1 centimeter, a width of 2 centimeters, and a height of 1 centimeter. Okay. So our centimeter cubes. There are individual base 10 blocks. Okay. Now I know you can't see this on our screen on our computer, but so I have 1 centimeter in length, okay, 2 centimeters wide, and 1 centimeter tall. So how many blocks are there? How many blocks are there? 1 centimeter in length, in width, right there. 2 centimeters in length, 1 centimeter tall. How many blocks? 2 blocks. So there are 2 cubes. So how many cubic centimeters are there? Not sure? Well, if there are 2 cubes, and each cube is 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter, there are 2 cubic centimeters. Each one of these cubes is a cubic centimeter. Okay? So we have 2 cubic centimeters. So we go to our next one. Our next one says it's 2 centimeters wide by 2 centimeters in length and 1 centimeter tall. So now 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters, but how many cubes do I have? 4. I have 4 cubes. So how many cubic centimeters is that? 4. My next one says it's 3 centimeters long. So there's 3 centimeters long. And then it says it's 2 centimeters wide, right? So that means in order to make it wider, I have to add another 3 cubes. So now I have how many? 6. And then how tall is it? So that means I need to go up 1, huh? So how many cubes do I have now? 9. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not done. 12. How many cubes am I going to have now? 12. 12. And if I have 12 cubes, how many cubic centimeters is it? 12. And my last one, it says it's going to be 4. 4 long 2 wide, and how many tall? And how many tall? 2 tall. So how many cubes do I have? 16. So how many cubic centimeters is that? I mean cubic, yeah. 16. Okay? So a prism built from cubes has no gaps or overlaps. A cube with a side length of 1 unit is called a unit cube. A unit cube with a volume of 1 cubic centimeter, or 1 cubic unit, or 1 unit cubed, a cubic unit, is a unit for measuring volume. So we make a cubic unit, you can see right here it has a little 3 above it. Okay, so centimeters cubed would be centimeters with a 3 up here. That's cubed. Okay, it has 3 because it has 3 dimensions. It has length, it has width, and it has height. When we do area, area has 2 dimensions. It has length and width, and that's why it's squared. So at area, we'd have centimeters squared because there's only length and width. In cubes, there's 3 dimensions, length, width, and height. So it's centimeters cubed, raised to the 3rd power. Okay? So if you use 12 centimeter cubes to build a rectangular prism, the prism has a volume of what? 12 cubic centimeters, or 12 centimeters cubed. Okay, I'm going to pass out, I think I have enough to where we're going to have groups of 4. You guys are going to build the layers and figure this stuff out that's up here, and then we're going to discuss it. Okay, so I'll be passing out the cubes now. Okay, let's look at the first layer. Okay, our first layer. What is the length of our first layer? How many centimeters? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our length is 4. Our width is 1, 2, 3. The height of just this layer. Okay, so this is the height. What's the height there? 1. How many cubes total did it take to build that layer? 12. So you can see right here they have a nice example of the layer. Right? There's 4 across, 3 down, so there's 12 total units. Which means the volume of that layer is how many cubic centimeters? 12 cubic centimeters. You guys want a second to figure out the other 3 layers? Okay. I'll let you figure out the other 3 layers on your own. Okay, let's go to layer 2. In layer 2, the length is what? How long is layer 2? What? 4 what? 4 centimeters. What's the width?
3 centimeters.
What's the height?
1 centimeter.
How many cubes are in that layer?
12.
How many? What's the volume in cubic centimeters?
12.
What about layer 3?
4 centimeters in length, 3 centimeters in width, 1 centimeter in height, 12 number.
Have you guys turn that off? And you need to sit down. Good, now sit down. So what have we noticed so far? All 3 layers are what? The same. So what do you think the 4th layer is going to be? The same. So how wide is the 4th layer? Well, I'm sorry, how long is the 4th layer? 4. How wide?
3.
How tall?
1.
How many cubes?
12.
And what's the volume in cubic centimeters? So now we can talk about how many cubes were used to make this prism. So if we add all 4 layers together, how many cubes do we get?
48.
So how many cubes were used to build it? 48. So what is the volume of the prism? 48 centimeters cubed. Okay? You guys see how we did that? Okay? So this is what we're going to be doing today. Alright? So we're going to describe the relationship between the number of cubes needed to build a rectangular prism and its volume in cubic units. So, we just did this. How many cubes did we use to build our rectangular prism that we just did? 48. What was our cubic volume for that prism? So what is our relationship between the number of cubes that we use and the volume? One person, please, raise your hand. It's the same. So, I'm going to type this because I don't feel like writing it. Okay. So the number of cubes used to build a rectangular prism is equal to the volume in cubic units. We need to go up one size. There we go. Alright, so the number, oh, I misspelled something. Why didn't you guys catch me? The number of cubes. Oops, typo. It happens. Alright, now we're going to go to our next one. We're going to describe the pattern in the table between the length, width, height, and volume of each prism. What's the pattern? I will give you a hint. It's going to be about the layers. What about the layers of the prism? Yes. Yes, the layers of the prism are, let's say, have the same length, width, height, and volume. Uh-oh. Huh? No, there's no space there. For some reason it's doing that. See, they put it looks like there's a space on volume too. That's not me. Now it went. Kind of, not really. Okay? So the layers of the prism have the same length, width, height, and volume. How long did it take you to get your hair to stand up like that, Isaiah? You use like a whole thing of gel, or?
No, my hair just goes up because I have 2 calyx.
You have 2 calyx in the back? What does that have to do with the front?
It just goes up, like.
Even in the front?
Yeah, like, I mean, here, like, it goes in the back.
Yeah.
That looks like alfalfa.
You look like alfalfa?
Yeah.
Alfalfa's awesome. You ever seen that show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw.
All right. So, now that we've done these, you guys are going to do 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. On your own. You have about 10 minutes before recess to work on this. The rest of it you need to complete tonight. If you need help, our video will be on YouTube. And what's at the, oh, sorry, there's 13 too, huh? Yes. What's at the end of our videos if you need it? Number 3 is just asking for you to write the formula.